evening. This is Mitchell from TradeWithBolu Online Services, and welcome to our weekly analysis. This is going to be for the 14th of June to the 18th of June, which is coming week ahead, and we're going to look at our possible analysis and our possible setups which we'll be seeing in the forex market. I would advise you to take a look on before continuing, because this agrees that forex is a risk product, and you definitely agree to all the terms and conditions before continuing further with this video. So you may want to pause this and take a look at this. So let's go straight to our charts for the coming week. So first of all, I'm going to be analyzing the dollar index, that is the DXY, because this basically is an overall analysis of the USD pair. And basically from our chart, we could see that previous weeks the DXY was on a strong downtrend, and we could see that downtrend definitely has come to an end, because we can see a break of market structure around this region. All right, a break of market structure. All right, and definitely we could see that we can see for sure that an uptrend has begun. And from this, I can see a little trend channel from this, a little trend channel which I'm looking forward to, which means that the DXY definitely might possibly encounter a little resistance this coming week. All right, with this little resistance ahead, so it may run into this and definitely want to see a push to the downside. Remember, this is just an analysis. All right, so we can see the DXY also coupled with this, okay, with this little resistance around this region. All right, with this little resistance around this region, we can see price come back here, and the DXY definitely this coming week seeing a little decline. But first of all, I want to show you that this week is definitely a long week ahead. All right, because we're having a couple of news this coming week, a couple of strong news coming out this week, and you would want to be careful before taking any trade this coming week. All right, so be ensured that you don't take trade during the news period, or you stay, which is best advice, stay out of the markets. So we can see that the DXY might approach a little resistance around this end. All right, and as it approaches little resistance, it may want to come down to this region. So what does this mean? All right, it means that we might definitely be favoring other pairs, as the US dollar might possibly see a little decline. Also, if it doesn't decline, we could definitely see a break ahead around this region. All right, we see a break, a continuation of the USD strength. All right, so but definitely in an uptrend, there will definitely be a retracement after an impulse move. So I'm anticipating a little retracement in DXY this coming week. All right, so from here we could see that we are not going to be favoring the US dollar this coming week. So let's go straight on to the GBPUSD, which is going to be my first. We can see that definitely from the 18th of May straight down to now, the GBPUSD has been in a tight range. All right, has been in a range. All right, okay, we saw a little breakout here, a fake out, and it came back. Okay, just trading between the range, and right now price is approaching the support of the range. All right, so what does this mean? This means that we might definitely see a little pushback to the upside. As price may want to push down into this, then you see a pushback up towards this region. Remember, we are favoring other pairs against the US dollar, so that means I'm going to be favoring GBP this coming week. So you can see that price GBPUSD might push down into this before making a push back up. Definitely it's in a strong range. All right, so we are going to be favoring this. And also I'm going to look at the second option in case GBP breaks through. Okay, what else will I be looking for? If it breaks through, I'll definitely look for a break and retest before joining the continuation down. All right, before joining the continuation to the downside. All right, I will definitely look for a break and retest before joining the continuation to the downside. But if not that, okay, I'm going to be favoring a buy for GBPUSD this coming week. All right, remember, this is just an analysis, and it's not an investment option. All right, it's not an investment opportunity I'm calling out. It's just my own analysis for the coming week. So GBPUSD, I'm favoring a little buy to the upside. definitely I'm going to look out for my confirmations this coming week. All right, I'm going to look out for my different candlestick confirmations, all right, for taking the trade. And if I do that, I would want to be taking a trade around this region, maybe a stop loss around this, all right, and aim for a decent risk, a decent RR. Okay, remember I'm waiting for price to reach, yeah, so aiming for a decent RR. So in just my own analysis for the coming week. So my next analysis I'm going to be looking at is the EURUSD, EURUSD for this coming week. You can see that EURUSD also has been on a little downtrend, a strong downtrend. All right, price has broken structure, and we can see a downtrend has begun. Remember that the DXY is on an uptrend. All right, the EURUSD has been on a downtrend, which means they are inverted towards each other. Okay, so from this I can see a little downtrend. All right, so I'm going to zoom out now. You can see a little downtrend. All right, a little downtrend into downtrend channel around this region. All right, and all I'll be looking is that price definitely might see a little entrance towards this region, because this is support. So price definitely may push back into here. Okay, make a little pushback, then might before making its way back to the top of the channel. Remember, this is a downtrend. All right, my best analysis for a downtrend will be a sell. All right, so I won't advise to be taking this trade. All right, I won't be advised to be taking this trade yet, right? Because this is a downtrend. You don't want to be trading against the trend. All right, what you can do is that what I'm going to advise is that patience. All right, definitely patience pays out in forex. I'm just going to wait. Okay, mark out this region. All right, mark out this region. Okay, this was a little previous support. I could see it turn into a resistance because we could see different weak rejection around this region. So I'm looking at this as a previous support, which might turn into a resistance, and from here I'll definitely want to be joining in the trend, in the downtrend that EURUSD has been playing out. So I would want to be taking a short position when price reaches around this region. Remember, we have a strong news week ahead, so definitely it might fail this move I'm expecting. Okay, from this I'm just going to put my stops above the previous highs. Okay, and just my entry, right, and I'm aiming for a decent 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. All right, so from this I'm just going to be waiting for price to reach here. All right, because I want to be trading with the trend. All right, remember, the trend is your friend. Okay, and always respect market structure. Market structure is a downtrend, so I'm going to be waiting for an entry around this region. Okay, when price reach here with further confirmations, I will be looking for a sell around this region on EURUSD. All right, then next I would be going to my third pair for the coming week, which I'm looking at, which is EURNZD. All right, so from EURNZD I can see from here that price has been making highs into this resistance zone. Okay, I can see highs being made. Okay, there's an high and another high here. Okay, so price is making consistent highs into that resistance. So what I can see is there's also a trend line. So this is definitely seeing like an ascending triangle. All right, and an ascending triangle is a bilateral pattern, meaning that price could either break upwards or break downwards. But from this trend, we can see that EURNZD has been recently on a strong, because it's been making higher highs. So I would definitely be favoring a breakout. Okay, a breakout of this ascending triangle. Okay, and from here I would see when it breaks out, I would definitely be making an entry based on the retest. All right, I'm not an aggressive trader. I just wait and I'm patient for price to come towards my entry. So when price breaks out, I'll be waiting for a retest, all right, before joining in towards this upward move, breakout of the ascending triangle. So when that happens, I'll be taking definitely an entry. All right, I could just place a tight stop. Okay, an entry. I'll place a stop loss based on a smaller time frame. All right, a smaller time frame for a tight stop loss. All right, and from that, I may just want to definitely just trail. Okay, because if you look at EURNZD on the weekly time frame, this just looks so modular. So on the weekly, you could see that it's quite has a long way ahead. Okay, so I might definitely just want to trail these movements of EURNZD. All right, so remember, this is an ascending triangle. Okay, price should most likely break up, and I'll be taking an entry on the retest. But I remember I said it's a bilateral pattern, so it could either break upwards or downwards. So in case it eventually breaks downwards, all right, I'll also be taking an entry based on the retest of the trend line. All right, taking an entry based on the retest of the trend line. All right, if that happens, all right, if that happens, I'll be taking an entry based on the retest of the trend line. Okay, so next to my last analysis for this coming week is my NAS 100, okay, which is also in US 100. We can see recently that NAS has been on a strong uptrend. All right, but now NAS is definitely approaching a point of major resistance zone, which is around this region. Okay, you can see price making an approach toward this region. So what could happen mean that selling pressure might definitely kick in back. All right, because you could see there was a selling pressure that came back here, pushed it down. Okay, also around this region. So this is definitely a key level. So price might definitely, you could see a little hindrance around this region. So from here, where could be our target if we are taking an entry? Okay, this can be our first target. Okay, this 13786.9 region can be our first target. All right, so once I see definitely I look for chart patterns as confirmations on smaller time frame. I go to my M15, M30, look for chart patterns that might rise up, maybe my double tops, okay, as chart patterns for confirmations, okay, or maybe also candlestick confirmations. Maybe I see a shooting star as a confirmation. I might want to be taking this trade. All right, but this is a strong uptrend. Okay, you want to be careful. When taking this sell. I'm definitely going to be looking for a chart pattern as a confirmation, and I'll take this as my first point of target. So with this, I would just want to be making an entry. If based on if I see definitely chart pattern as a confirmation, okay, entry around this region, okay, and a very tight stop, because this is a strong uptrend. So if it works out, this is going to be a good risk reward. All right, but you want to be careful because this is a strong uptrend, and this is a strong uptrend. But I'm seeing a possible retracement towards that region which I called out. So price may definitely want to retrace back. All right, but I'm not so in support of trading against the trend. All right, but based on chart pattern confirmation, I might want to be taking this. Okay, so I can quickly just rush into EURGBP. All right, this is a nice setup which I saw recently on EURGBP. All right, so scrolling down to the 1H and 1 hour time frame. All right, I can see that EURGBP just made a break and retest of this trend line. Okay, a break and retest of this trend line. All right, and we can see a downtrend. Definitely it has broken structure because this high has been taken out by this. So you can see a possible downtrend has started. So what I would be favoring is a sell on EURGBP this coming week. All right, and where will I be taking an entry from? I'll be looking for price to retrace back to this region. All right, because you can see that there was so much rush in price. When price reached here, there was just this shooting star, boom, you can see a kick down. So I'm looking for price to reach to make a retracement, and when price makes a retracement towards this region, I would be looking for definitely a sell back to this, with a tight stop just above this. All right. So remember, this is not an investment opportunity, this is just an analysis for the coming week. So thank you so much for joining me, and remember to apply proper risk management and don't let emotions get the best of you this coming week. Remember to always be careful, because we have a long week ahead with so much strong news coming out this week. So just be careful, and thank you for joining me on this analysis. So see you same time next week. Have an awesome trading week ahead.